I'm switching things up a bit this week and we are going to declutter the garage, get it organized. One thing that I think we can all agree on is having a lot of stuff, and having things that are unorganized can cause a lot of stress, a lot of unnecessary stress in fact. And that is something that I've been really working on the last year, is living with less stuff, things that I need or that are intentional or that I truly love. And in my garage, there's a lot of things that we don't need, we don't use, I don't love, we don't want, and it has just become a catch-all for a lot. And so today the plan is, Jay's mowing while he's off to get the mower from his parents' house. While he is mowing, I am gonna start on the garage, and then when he's done mowing, he's gonna join me. Are you gonna help me? Ollie! Hi, sweetie! I went ahead and stepped inside for a second so you guys can hear me. Jay is mowing outside, so I apologize if you can hear the mower in the background. But unfortunately, I do not have time to wait for him to finish mowing before I start on the garage. So I don't know how much of this video will be talking, but I think even if I put music over it, you guys will find it motivating to maybe clean your own garage. So for now, the plan when I go out there is I'm gonna take everything out, and then I would like to power wash the garage before I put the stuff back. When I take everything out and when I put it back, I'm gonna do like piles of maybe we'll keep, definitely not keeping, and then keep. So that way we know what goes back in the garage and what doesn't. I got the garage cleaned out. I just need Jay to carry out the smoker and a shelf for me, but let me show you.
That's my phone out here.
Because I was listening to Spotify. Now I'm gonna show you everything that I carried out. It is overwhelming and almost disgusting how much stuff we have, but we're gonna take care of this. These piles here are things that need to go back in the garage, as well as this stuff. Then I'm gonna get rid of these two shelves and get a black shelf to put in there. I'll show you that in a minute. And then this is stuff that's all definite garbage. The first thing that I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go ahead and sweep out the whole garage because I wanna power wash the floor. It is crazy how much dirt a vehicle can track in, and then it goes all in the house. So it's gonna feel really good to get this swept out and power washed. Finally, some help around here.
Hey, the lawn's not gonna mow itself.
Last year, Jay got this power washer for his birthday, and although it is not the most powerful power washer in the world, it gets the job done, and we're gonna go ahead and power wash the floor. Floor is all cleaned, and now we just need to let it air dry. So during this time, it looks like Jay is gonna wash my vehicle, and then I think we'll bring the pop cans in to the grocery store since we have a few bags of those since they were not accepting them for a while. And then after that, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Go through this stuff, I suppose. Time to put all this stuff back in the garage. Hopefully you can get rid of a few more things and move stuff to where it belongs. I'll give you a look at the garage. It is almost dry. There are a few wet spots. I am just starting by putting stuff away that I know where it goes. Right now, Jay is combining all of our windshield wiper fluid into one container so we don't have a bunch of containers of that because we had 3. So that will save us a lot of room. Ollie is so glad to have her corner back together. The story about that corner is when Ollie showed up at our property, I said, we're not letting her in the garage, we will only feed her. Well, long story short, she now has a bed in the garage. We taught her how to use the doggy door. She has food in the garage, a litter box, and the litter box is a new thing as of this year. This winter, when it got super cold, she would come inside and then she would not leave to go to the bathroom. So there was little snow drifts that were forming in our garage and she started going to the bathroom in those. And I told Jay, I said, I'm sorry, but I cannot have her peeing on the cement in the garage because it'll become a habit. So I had to get her a litter box, and she does not use it in the summer at all. She goes outside, but it is there for if it rains or if it is snowing or super cold. And then she sleeps on this shoe shelf. And in the winter, we put some cardboard here so it blocks in, keeps the heat in, and then the cold breeze doesn't hit her. But there is her little corner with her food and her litter box. We are calling it a night for tonight, but I will show you what we got done. Got this stuff put away. Over here, these tires, I'm gonna buy a tarp so we can cover those up and put them down in the barn. These are our snow tires that we only need for the winter. And then right here, I'm gonna buy a black shelf that is like that one over there to put there so we have better space than the sketchy little setup we had before. So all this stuff has to wait until I get that shelf tomorrow. And then everything on the stairs needs to go back inside. That pile of stuff goes to my parents. That goes into my car. This goes down to the barn. It's just a bunch of gardening stuff. And then this is all stuff that is either getting thrown away or we're giving to someone else. Today is Saturday and I'm at home. Jay went disc golfing, so he is gone for this part of the day. Later when he gets back, we're gonna go on a date tonight. I don't know where, but hopefully something with some food. I am completing the rest of my fall cleaning for the garage. There's gonna be like 2 parts of this video. So one of the parts I'm gonna be in shorts and it's gonna be hot and it's August and we are starting the clean out of our garage. Well, anyway, life happened and I didn't get to finish. So today I'm finishing and it is October, the middle of October, and it is cold today. So I will be in jeans and a sweatshirt. Oh, well, I should say the garage is pretty much cleaned. There's a few things that I need to like fix that has happened in the last 2 months. But today we are going to clean out the deep freeze. Yeah, it should be an adventure. I've never done a deep freeze clean out except once, I guess, when I was a little girl. First, let's take a look. There's a little mess. Hi, baby. In case you have not met Ollie, this is Ollie, and she's my garage cat. So first, I'm just gonna apologize. If you guys can hear the wind in the background, it is a super windy day, but in order for the lighting to be good in the garage, I need the garage door open. So last time, the lawnmower was in the background, and this time we have wind. In our garage over here, we have this deep freezer, and it needs organized super bad. And then if you guys can see, up here we have a bunch of frost that I need to defrost. The first thing I'm gonna do is just remove everything from the deep freeze and then we will go from there. So I need to go down to the basement, get some laundry baskets, and yeah, let's go. Okay, so we have everything out of the deep freezer. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go get a towel or a blanket to cover up all this frozen food. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start a pot of boiling water real quick so I can put that in the bottom of the deep freeze on some hot pads, and the steam will help melt the frost quicker because I don't want this stuff out of the freezer too long. I mean, it is solid, so I'm not worried about it melting fast, especially because it's not hot, but the quicker I can get this done, the better. So I went ahead and threw 2 pots on the stove and I'm gonna start boiling them so I have them both on high heat. Now I'm gonna go down to the basement and grab some towels. In the meantime, while my water is boiling, I'm gonna go ahead and clear off the shelf, and then I need to put together the cat's bed for the winter. I put this cardboard piece here so the heat stays trapped in her little bed, and then there's just some random stuff that like doesn't belong here, like this. For those of you that are curious how I make Ollie's winter bed, I lay down an old rug on the bottom, and And then up top, I put this piece of cardboard to keep the heat in up top. Then I take these old thermal packs that came in my Every Plate box, and I lay one down on the bottom. And then I take this one and I put it up here on the back wall like that. And then she lays in an old flower crate, and then I put this in here on that. Hi, Ollie. Are you coming into your bed? You silly girl. She has this little bear that she got for Christmas that goes here in the back of her bed with her. Then what I do is I have this last piece of cardboard that fits up in this slot right here, and then it blocks this side. And then I leave the back open because when the deep freeze is on, it produces heat. So that way it goes into her little bed. And then I won't do this yet, but when it actually gets super cold, I put a blanket down right here in the front, so that way the heat stays trapped in. And there we have it. So she sleeps in this little box on the shelf. And then there is inside her little bed. I put her on this wall because then she gets heat from the house on this wall, and then heat from the deep freeze back there. What do you think of your winter bed? Okay, let's check on this. It's working. Poor little baby is terrified of the ice. Okay, so I got the deep freeze completely defrosted. So now what I need to do is go and dry it out so these water spots don't turn into ice. All I did was use the steam method, and then I had a fan going on it for a while as well. And I did use the blow dryer just at the top where the ice was like this thick, just so the coils it would start releasing from, but I only used that for maybe 2 minutes. So much better. So the way I organized it is I just put all of my frozen vegetables up top, and then I just had a few packages of meat to put right here and my extra ice packs. And then on this shelf is all my like specialty meats, my steaks, ribs, roast, and frozen pizza. And then down here is all my ground beef, and then my chicken products and some ribs. And then I have extra loaves of bread, chicken patties, soup bones, and then all my smoothie packs that are ready to go, and then some extra fruit. So let's go ahead and plug this back in.
You bugger.
I got this ball organizer from my parents. My parents used to have this hanging in their garage, and it had all of our basketballs and that kind of stuff on it. But now, since we are all out of the house except for Cooper, my youngest brother, they didn't need it anymore. So I asked my mom if we could have this organizer to put some of our sports equipment on. So right now it's just laying down here on the ground, and I'm gonna go ahead and put everything on that. The garage is completely clean. I feel so good that this is finally checked off my list. Done for winter, got rid of things, put things away, bought some new organizers. Real quick, I'll give you guys a tour of the garage. So over here, we just keep our cornhole game and then Jay's longboard. These chairs, we're gonna get some hooks, and then I think we're gonna hang them up here just so they're off the ground. and we have more room like when we open the car doors and stuff. And then over here is just some pallets that we hung up. We just chopped off the first 2 rows, and this is where we keep all of our outdoor tools. And then I went ahead and bought this shelf at Menards, and on here we just have a bunch of outdoor stuff. And then I got these little baskets from the Dollar Tree where we keep Christmas lights. This is just some sports equipment stuff. And then in here is just some extra gardening gloves and outdoor gloves. And then our new ball organizer and our grill, the cat's corner. This just stores like tools and stuff. And then deep freeze, shoe rack, and over here is all of our recycling. And then our smoker stays right here. Like I said before, I feel like a weight was lifted off of me knowing this is completely done. And so now I'm gonna go relax. Jay and I are gonna go on a date tonight. I gotta get ready. Yeah, have a wonderful week. I hope this motivates you to clean your garage. One thing I will say, it's fine if you do this, but I never understand why people don't clean out their garages to park in them. So many people park outside and have a garage. So maybe this will give you some motivation to clear out a spot in your garage to park.